Thanks for listening to Shine.fm this morning. It's Shine Worship with Don and Steph.
It's time for our Church of the Week, where we get to connect and spotlight churches in our area and get to know them a little bit better. This week's Church of the Week is Hobart Assembly with Pastor Ryan McDowell.
All right, good morning, Pastor McDowell. Let's get started. Just why don't you introduce yourself, tell us where your church is located, and when do you meet?
I'm Pastor Ryan McDowell, and I have been pastoring here at this church for 13 years. It's been an incredible journey for us. It's been a real joy. My wife and I moved here from New York many years ago, and we had never heard of Hobart, never been to this place, didn't know anything about it. But when we got here, it was just kind of an exciting journey for us. You know, at the time, the church was mostly older, and that made us a little bit nervous, I have to admit. We'd been youth ministry for many, many years at that point. But God has so blessed us here, and it's been such an amazing time. Our seniors have just always been super supportive. That church has now grown from, something like 60 people when we came to now, we're 350 to 400. And so it's been really neat to watch that. God is moving all the time. So it's a great church. We're located here in Hobart, Indiana, right on Ridge Road, across the street from Strachan Van Til. We're probably about almost 2 miles down the road from I-65 and pretty much at the intersection of 51 and Ridge Road there in Hobart. Our services every week, we have our service 9 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. We've got a midweek as well on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And then throughout the week, there's always something going on. We've got small groups all over the place, connect groups, our Friday night youth night. They're doing a great job right now. All kinds of teens coming out to that. Eric's doing a phenomenal job with that.
That's Pastor McDowell from Hobart Assembly. Keep listening this morning for more of our conversation with Pastor McDowell, or you can get more info about our Church of the Week on our website, which is just like our name, shine.fm.
Casting Crowns, Glorious Day on Shine Worship with Don and Steph.
It's time for our Church of the Week, where we get to connect and spotlight churches in our area and get to know them a little bit better. This week's Church of the Week is Hobart Assembly with Pastor Ryan McDowell.
Pastor McDowell, what do you like best about your church? Why is it different?
This is a great church. I would say things that have meant a lot to me. Number one, it's a generational church, which to me is really important. I think sometimes you go to churches and it's all young people, and I know that's a lot of hype and that's exciting. I've been in places like that, no doubt about it. But sometimes it can lack, some of the mentoring and some of the, the wise advice from the elders. And one of the things I think this church has really excelled in, and I love that, is watching how the older minister to the younger, and how the younger folks, really, I'm telling you, they don't lack in enthusiasm. We're seeing that wide age group. Like I said, we have on Sunday morning sometimes 70 kids just in each of our services. It's pretty neat to watch how that is affecting that.
That's Pastor McDowell from Hobart Assembly. Keep listening this morning for more of our conversation with Pastor McDowell, or you can get more info about our Church of the Week on our website, which is just like our name, shine.fm.
WONU HD1, Kankakee, Chicagoland, WUON Morris, Shine.fm.
A ministry of Olivet Nazarene University.
89.7 Shine.fm. Good Sunday morning. We're Don and Steph.
It's time for our Church of the Week, where we get to connect and spotlight churches in our area and get to know them a little bit better. This week's Church of the Week is Hobart Assembly with Pastor Ryan McDowell.
Okay, Pastor McDowell, what is your church's mission statement, or what purpose do you guys have?
I've said this from the pulpit, probably thousands of times, is I don't want Hobart Assembly to be just another church on the side of the road. I only say that because I feel like God has given every local church a mission. He's given every local church a strategic plan of how they're supposed to impact their area. And so if we just choose to sit back and become ingrown, and we choose not to, really grab hold of the region that the Lord has put us in, He's put within every one of us ministry. We're not to sit there just in the church and be a bless me club. We're supposed to actually make a difference. And so when we receive on a Sunday morning or throughout the week, God's pouring into us. The Bible says, freely you've received, now freely give. And so for us as a church, we have a responsibility. We take this very, very seriously, that we are missional. We're very much intentional about how we're reaching our area, how we're investing our people within the area, so we're not going to be that church, and I think that that's shown. The Lord has blessed us, I think, because of that He's actually not only helped to promote us, which, the Bible says you humble yourself for the Lord, He's going to lift you you up. We have humbled ourselves. We've really sought the Lord, and He has really, done great things with our people, not only here in the community, but really all around the region. And so we're super excited by that.
That's Pastor McDowell from Hobart Assembly. Keep listening this morning for more of our conversation with Pastor McDowell, or you can get more info about our Church of the Week on our website, which is just like our name, shine.fm. This week's Church of the Week is Hobart Assembly with Pastor Ryan McDowell.
As we wrap up our conversation this morning, Pastor McDowell, what does shine.fm mean to you and or your church?
I would say, if I think about how that works, there's no doubt about it. When I was living back in New York, Christian music was like a big deal. I remember all the time working with the youth. We had music all over the place. It was like just a part of the culture. When I came out here, it kind of felt like we came into like a Christian music. It was like an abyss. It was just not there. It was missing. And so having Christian music was always key. It's key so that our people, our teenagers, have an alternative to listen to. I'm a firm believer. We shouldn't be listening to a bunch of junk. There's stuff out there that's just not worth listening to. And so to me, that our people have an opportunity to kind of not only get to know what some of the good anointed music is, and music that's going to lift your spirit, not something that's going to, make you feel like depressed and sad and want to go out and jump off a cliff, but you're listening to something that's just going to lift up your day. You can get that from Shine FM. And one of the first things that a lot of people have to learn in their life anyway is I've got to get the junk out of my life. And sometimes we call that de-junk, defunct, where you're getting the stuff out of your life, and you've got to learn to just allow Christ to become all in all. And so, the Bible tells us, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are pure, praiseworthy, think on those things. And so, Christian music, for me personally, but I think really for all of our people, helps fulfill that role. It gets their thoughts on things above. And that's a huge deal. Christian music is going to be something, if they can turn on Shine FM and they're listening to that, what will that do to their day? What will that do to their week? It's going to set them on a whole different playing field. And so for that, we're very grateful for Shine FM.
That's Pastor Ryan McDowell from Hobart Assembly. For more info about this week's Church of the Week or any of our previous Churches of the Week, visit our website, which is just like our name, shine.fm.